Maybe I should check in with Minerva first.
First of all, Hilda, I'd like to thank you for all your hard work.
You're thanking me?
Yes. Believe it or not, I can be appreciative. Anyway, I was looking for you so I could give you something. Please, hand me your necklace. Don't worry, I'm just going to apply a magic sigil.
Okay.
There, done.
This sigil. What does it do?
Remember your first task? You retrieved the shifting stone. It's an essential item for constructing the conduit teleportation system, and now we can finally use it.
Teleport?
Your necklace is equipped with a memory feature. You should have felt it since you arrived here in Aphis. You can use the necklace to sense the conduit in the newly completed array, and then teleport to any conduit location stored in the necklace's memory.
So teleportation really is a thing. I can hardly believe it.
And the sigil I just added. It's stored a place you haven't yet been to in the necklace's memory. So, now we can go to Laurelcraft together.
Us? Laurelcraft?
Yes, there's a new objective there. I'll explain more when we arrive. Now you can use the power of teleportation in the shelter's conduit. So, now we can go to...
Us?
Yeah, now please speak. Time is of the essence.
Mind your manners.
I had already begun to worry about the pit village when Marble withdrew the troops. All this business with the mine just adds insult to injury. If the mistress can regain control of the village, it will be a great help strategically. Not to mention the fact that I believe the mine should rightfully be returned to her. Yes?
think you should have this.
Is this Aeson? He was a most driven soldier, the youngest centurion ever, and guardian of the Fallon Academy. His ambitions exceeded most men's imagination, but you have his dog tag now. Such a mess. How reckless. How foolish. But I'm an even bigger fool. I never expected you to return with his tag. You've certainly proved yourself.
Sorry, but I had no choice.
It's all right. Your mission takes priority. Aeson did his duty and died with honor. I'm proud of him. The glory of the three.
Hey, sweetie, I'd really like to know about the Smith's standard of living. For example, did they have any holidays? Did they receive stardust? Did they have thick enough clothing? Did they sleep on big, comfortable beds? Were they protected by the soldiers? Did they have women in their numbers? By the gods, I'm worrying too much. It's all right, sweetheart. Forget I asked. Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Look, I found a new...
Awesome, cutie!
Fallon Academy? How much has it changed, I wonder? My parents brought me to visit a few times. I also went to the political campus with my friends to listen to debates. The senators were so majestic and inspiring. What type of music do you like?
I found another one of Eulalia's belongings. Would you like to see?
Wait, is this a song she wrote? In praise of the cultists? I can't stand it. She was out of her mind. But the modulation here is done beautifully. And this melody here, someone must have taught her. The last section is interesting. She was trying to thank Ethras. I can read her feelings. She was full of gratitude and sorrow. It's disgusting.
Marissa?
The melody itself isn't bad, but she used too many embellishments to highlight her voice, and ignored the harmony between the instruments. If it was me, I could do better. I could change it slightly.
Are you sure?
Oh, it's still her song. I'm just fixing it. By the gods. Am I getting too carried away?
I don't see a problem with it. It's just your way of remembering her.
I don't want to remember her, but the song itself isn't bad. If you want to listen to the song again, I can play it any time, but we better keep it between us. Come to chat when you have time.
Just like Minerva said. Whoa. This is feeling weird. All right, wow. So that's what teleportation feels like. The conduit is activating again.
you all right? How do you feel?
Yeah, smooth. No explosions.
Ah,
Why so surprised? Was I supposed to explode?
no. That's good.
So, where are we now?
The conduit outside Laurel Craft. You may have passed by here before, but you seem to have a lot of questions. Let's deal with them first.
What kind of place is this?
It's where we process and develop starite. After the stones have been cut, they're sent here and made into goods. Laurel Craft makes everything, from the starite you use to the conduit cores that can be seen all over the city.
Is this the only Laurelcraft workshop?
No, there are many workshops to meet the needs of the city, but this is the biggest one.
Who manages such an important place?
Humanities and I are in charge. I think you probably already know that we're married.
Oh, well, I don't.
It's fine. I can tell you're curious about our relationship.
Yes.
I married Humanities soon after I came of age. He owned the mine, and my family processed starite. Our marriage contributed to the development of the starite industry, and Laurel Craft drove the city's economy.
Sounds like you did a great job. How did it end up like this?
We can talk about that later. It's a long story.
What are we doing here?
The workshop was abandoned after the smiths and most of the starite were taken by Marble, leaving many blueprints and instruments abandoned. I really need a polarized light reader for analysis. If I can find one, I can verify my hypothesis about humanity's plan, which will help us move forward.
I see.
Well, let's get to it. Hold out your hands.
What does this key open?
The Laurel Craft Vault. There's a secret vault in the cellar that can only be opened with this key. You'll find a polarized light reader on the table inside. Bring it back to me.
Isn't this key too precious to give to me?
I think it's the right choice. I trust you.
It's an unusual shape.
It's made of pure starite, so it's very difficult to duplicate. Most Aristoi use this kind of lock to protect their important belongings. The key is a symbol of the workshop owner. It's no mere luck that you now have it in your possession.
What do you mean?
I'm speaking literally. Let's get back to the matter at hand. The workshop was closed down by the soldiers, and the door is now locked. You can get in from the second floor of the building next to it. Come back once you have the polarized light reader. I'll wait out here for you.
All right then. Wish me luck. Why would there be a Colossus here? Great! Minerva didn't tell me that. I'll get to her later.
Here, give me a moment to talk to the Colossus.
What are you doing?
I'm changing the ownership of it, making me its sole master. Just a precaution. Done. Now, where were we?
My kingdom and Bari and my king. The king heard that goblins had retrieved rare starite artifacts from Aphis, so he summoned them to the palace, but...
That's quite enough exposition. Please, just get to the point.
The king was cursed by the magic of the starite. Just like what happened to the people in your city.
All because of the goblins' thievery, which I have no sympathy for. But the Curse of Stars in Avis was a terrible accident. To some extent, your king was a victim.
So...
I'm glad to help you, noble warrior. The Starlight necklace I gave you can protect you from being cursed by magic. Of course, there are Starlights with other attributes that can relieve the king's suffering. But if I want to eradicate this curse so that no one will have to worry about it ever again, I must ask for your help now.
Can't you let me take the Stardust to the king to ease his pain first?
That's not the concern right now. We're running out of time. The Trinity is coming. If we miss it, we'll have to wait another millennium for the ritual. If the Curse of Stars is lifted, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yes, but...
If it fails, the curse won't only affect Avis, but every nation in the world. Can't you see? It's the only logical course of action.
I know, you're right. I'll help you resolve the crisis as soon as possible. What do you need?
Great. Now, I need more materials like this.
So even Ambari could end up in trouble. It sounds even worse than I thought. Does Eumenides really want to save it all? I could tell Papa didn't entirely trust him, though. Me neither.
Hurry up and confirm the order. My father told us to prioritize Blue Star's orders. Hurry up! My God, it's too early to be lazing about.
Hey, Minerva, calm down. For the flowers on your head will wither.
Human, when did you get here? I wasn't expecting...
Do I need to make an appointment to see my wife?
No. What are you looking at? Get back to work.
I've come to remind you that I've made reservations for tonight's performance. I'll pick you up this afternoon.
Pick me up? But I'm not decent. I need to get changed.
Changed? You don't need to. You look beautiful just as you are.
Well...
I must leave to get to the mine. Be kind to the workers. They have been working hard.
Yes, I will. Take care, human. What are you giggling about? Get back to work.
Is this what Eumenides used to be like? It's hard to imagine. As for Minerva... well, she hasn't changed much. Must be the polarized light reader. But the vault seems to have been cleared out.
I heard a strange noise. Are you alright?
Yeah, thanks. But I would have appreciated a heads up about the Colossi in there.
That isn't how it's supposed to be. The Colossi shouldn't act without orders.
Whatever, it's over with. Look, here's the polarized light reader. Also, I saw lots of valuable-looking boxes inside, but they looked ransacked. Someone must have been there before me.
The only person who knows how to get into the vault besides myself is human.
What would he have come for?
I have a theory, but I need to test it with a polarized light reader. Now that you can use the conduit to teleport, you can return with me or stay here to explore some more. I'm off to the shelter to prepare for the analysis. Don't be too long. Good. Now that we have the polarized light reader, we can begin.
Wow. What is this?
Just a moment. I need to analyze this induction ring first. Reversing the flow. Nexus. A ritual. So that's what he's up to. Hilda, the chests inside the Laurelcraft treasury have all been ransacked, right?
On my honor.
Good. I believe you. Unfortunately, I now know what Humanities is doing. You may already be aware of this, but on that towering peak behind the city, there is a light that shines unceasingly. That's the Nexus, Aphis's biggest and purest starlight. Bestowed upon us, we believe, by the Three. Our civilization developed around the Nexus, and achieved glory by the use of magic. However, even thousands of years of research haven't enabled us to fully control its power. Humanities is trying to master the Nexus in order to gain its limitless power.
Could the device from this design allow him to control the Nexus?
Yes. Humanities instructed the Northwind Legion to gather the materials necessary to make conduction rings, and then install them in each conduit. The conduits were originally intended to distribute the power of the Nexus. However, conduction rings alter the direction of the energy flow, concentrating all of the energy of the conduit in the hands of the user. That energy could then be used to control the Nexus.
Wouldn't that be problematic?
Trying to control the Nexus with excessive and unrefined force could make it unstable. If the energy isn't controlled properly, it could trigger another apocalyptic magic storm.
And if he can control it properly?
This is just speculation, but it could gain mastery of all living things, curse or no curse. He could choose to remove our curse, or he could lead us in another direction. And then, even if you wear an amulet, neither you nor the Northwind Legion will be able to escape his grasp. Everyone will become a puppet in his hands. He alone will decide the fate of every one of us.
No, I won't allow that to happen.
Neither will I. We must do everything we can. Hilda, we must stop your father from completing his mission and put an end to humanity's plan. We must stop him. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll continue our work.
I'm ready. What are you planning to do?
Hilda, you've proved yourself to me. I've seen your ability and your determination. And I have seen your destiny. From now on, I hope things will be more equal between us.
What do you mean?
I mean, we share the same goal. From now on, I'll do everything I can to help you, and I'll tell you all about my objectives and plans. Understand?
That's surprising. What made you change your mind?
Because you're... No, never mind. I just think things will be better this way. Don't you agree?
Of course. And I'll repay your trust. It's the Northwind Legion's way. I'm happy we can be friends.
Friends? That's not really what I had in mind.
Oh, did I misunderstand?
No, you're right. It's as you say. So, I finished deciphering the documents Marissa brought back. This is the biggest breakthrough we've had so far. I'm confident that we can deal with the crisis in Aphis. However, that will only make the next thing we need to do even more challenging. I'm really going to need your help.
You can count on me. So, what's your plan?
To tell you that, I need to first tell you about Asterigos. 1,000 years ago in Aphis, Eumenides and I came up with a plan that would lead all Ephesians into a bright new era. Inside the city, we constructed a system of conduits and gave every resident, regardless of their class, a resonator. Resonators, just like your necklace, generate a resonance with a conduit, allowing the user to enjoy the benefits that magic brings. But something went wrong. More and more people suffered magical mutations as a result of the resonators. Eumenides frantically tried to find the cause of the problem and solve it, but to no avail. Nothing he tried could stop the spread of the magical mutations. Until he came across an ancient legend. According to this legend, anything could be achieved by performing a ritual called aspiration on Trinity Night. Disregarding widespread opposition, he went ahead and performed the ceremony, wishing to remove the magical mutations by manipulating the power of the Nexus. But the ritual ended in failure. It was that night that Asterigos descended upon Aphis.
No wonder you say he's the culprit. And no wonder you react so strongly whenever I mention him.
So now you know. Anyway, to get back to the point, my plan is to perform the aspiration again, but this time, do it correctly.
Again? Didn't you say the power of the Nexus can't be controlled?
I understand you have doubts, so feel free to ask me anything.
What was in the documents that Marissa brought back?
It was research proving that a similar ritual had been successfully performed several millennia ago. In addition to it needing to be performed on Trinity Night, the ritual requires 3 ancient relics in order to keep it stable.
Relics are the key. So 1,000 years ago, Eumenides failed because he didn't have the relics.
Exactly. And now he's disregarding the research and planning to do things his way.
We can't allow him to repeat the same mistake.
And let's not forget, even if he's successful, it'll only make him even more of a threat.
Yes, that's true.
Tanrius's research also points out that the Nexus was damaged because of Eumenides' last failure. Unless we can find a way to repair its structural matrix, performing the ritual again will be extremely dangerous. So, we need to collect the 3 relics, find a way to repair the Nexus, and persuade Eumenides to let us use it.
I get the feeling he's not an easy person to persuade.
There are many ways to persuade someone. We just need to find the right one.
But I don't understand. Why does Eumenides want to work with my father?
Because he no longer has any other allies in the city. Right now, we lack cohesion. It is difficult for us to unite.
But with his abilities, it wouldn't be difficult for him to do it alone, would it?
It's true that Eumenides can use his apparition to shuttle back and forth, but the apparition can't touch solid matter. With his help, the Northwind Legion are highly maneuverable and are inherently very skilled warriors. Moreover, they're the only ones who don't know who Eumenides is. He's unlikely to let go of the Northwind Legion before the ritual is complete.
It's awful the way he's using them. Knowing my father, he'd never return empty-handed if he found a way to save the king.
I'm positive Eumenides won't share with him the details of the ritual or its outcome. If we see your father, we must make him see Eumenides for who he really is.
So, what should I do now?
I think I know where the relics mentioned in the documents are. Aphis is governed by 3 archons, each of whom inherited an ancient relic, a symbol of their status. The real function of these relics has been forgotten through the ages. Now they're merely regarded as symbolic. Fortunately, I know where to find these archons, or at least I have a clue to their whereabouts.
That sounds promising.
The trouble is, even if I can find them, I don't know if I'll be able to communicate with them.
Well, I've got my work cut out for me. Time to put my talents to good use.
There's also Tanrius and his wife, who went missing in the mine while searching for a way to repair the Nexus. 4 objectives this time. Understood? Let's get started. For centuries, Tanrius the Scholar searched endlessly for the key to fixing the aspiration. This is one of the foremost reasons for my having founded the Adherents. I always knew that he and his wife wanted to explore the deeps, but I never thought they would go off in such a hurry. I understand Marissa's worries, but I have other matters on my mind. They wouldn't make such a plan recklessly. They must have discovered some key to repairing the Nexus. Hilda, go and find them or any new clues they may have left behind. The Adherents need any potential help we can get. After Eumenides imprisoned Petrius, the Archon of Clergy, in Styx, all the information that remained of him was but a few rumors. The only useful bit I can provide is this. His Archon relic wasn't confiscated when he was jailed, so you should focus your investigation on Styx. Petrius has always been the most cunning and dangerous character in Aphis. I don't know if he's willing to negotiate, or even if he's still in prison. This operation is not one I can aid you in directly. I must rely on you to gather what information you can without me. Ah, yes. And as for the Northwind Legion member you mentioned, Otto, please refrain from revealing any of the Adherents' plans to him before I can see him myself. Hilda? Argus Plaza. Don't be too surprised. To obtain the Archon of Legion's relic, you must challenge the Archon's elite warriors with me. Yes, this we will do together. Among the Aristoi, the reputation of Marble, the Archon of Legion, has hit rock bottom, and word of you defeating Eulalia has spread. I happened to get in touch with him and asked him to loan me the Archon relic in his possession. Marble agreed, but on 2 conditions. To clear my name, I must participate in the challenges of the traditional Trials of Remission, and you and I must meet with him at the Laurel Mansion, my old home. This is our only chance, so we must seize it. There is a path behind the Laurel Craft that leads to the Argus Plaza. It leads directly to the mansion, but you'll have to go in by a small road on the right side of the main entrance. An Aristoi named Narcus will meet you there. The Sunken Outspot. The Archon Serene went missing many years ago, but we received some new information recently. And this time, it's extremely accurate. The intelligence Quintus gave us revealed that the Warax received an urgent command to eliminate an Aristoi's personal guards. The command didn't state who this Aristoi is, but there are very few who would bring so many guards and travel to such a poor area. My guess is that it's Serene, or at least her guards. We need to find a way to use this information and take back the Archon relic. I don't know if she's still alive, but the whereabouts of both her and the relic are worth our attention. Perhaps it is my own selfishness, but regardless, indulge me.
Shay's not here. Did he go exploring deeper into the mine?
Harold, are you sure you can do it on your own?
Yes.
I've seen what your Legion can do. Indeed, you are powerful enough to take care of the threat on your own. There's only one thing that I must warn you about. I cannot enter the glittering deeps.
So, there are places even you can't reach.
Think of this body as a shadow with limited length. As a shadow, I can't be too far from the Nexus, nor can I appear in places filled with magical turbulence. Make sure you remember everything I taught you. Your survival in the mine may depend on it.
Understood.
The mission is to find the Titan and get the spark. If things go south, just get back here as soon as you can.
You seem reluctant to be out of contact. Why?
I detest uncertainty and the loss of control. I hope you understand.
And I hope you understand the Northwind Legion are not your soldiers.
Of course. I admire your loyalty to Anvari. It's why you've tolerated me. Set off now. Avis can't wait any longer.
This is the 17th expedition into the Stella Mine. It's been 6 months since the last one. This time we're going deeper to research a way to repair the Nexus.
Minerva won't understand it if you write it down in the ancient script.
I can write another one for her after we leave here. It's a rare chance we have to enter the deeps and study the ancient creatures that sleep here, along with the others. We have to be cautious.
You mean the other scholars?
Yes.
But I still have a bad feeling about this.
What is it?
Just a gut feeling. You know the scholars are smart, but very slow to act. I'm afraid they can't handle what's at stake.
My instincts tell me that we have to seize this opportunity. This research is crucial, and I believe Marissa will forgive us for coming back late.
Are you sure you should keep this from Minerva? The adherents have helped us a lot.
That's why we have to go it alone this time. The adherents already have a lot on their plate, and the outsiders who cooperate with the Gold Olive Phantom are enough trouble. What we should do is reduce her problems and complete our research as soon as possible. That's the best way to repay her.
All right, my dear. That does make sense.
Not many people would explore in this mine with just a pen and paper to take notes. I should probably bring this back to the shelter. This looks like a notebook, but the words are indecipherable. Is it a code or some ancient language? There might be someone I know who can read this. Wow. This view. The starite ore in Aphis really is magnificent. This looks like the amulet that Shay wears. But the string snapped, and the starite looks like it's been gnawed on by a wild animal. Judging by the damage, it probably doesn't work anymore. Shay?
Hilda! I'm so glad you came back for me. They saved old Whitebrow and me. Even though they're Ephesians, they seem to be good people.
You can tell the difference?
Of course, I can smell it.
Nice to meet you, outsider. We are researchers from the Freethinkers. We follow Lord Petrius and strive to achieve our goals without doing harm to any living thing.
It's a little weird that you keep emphasizing that you don't do any harm.
It's because there's a group of zealots Vizikoi who frequently leave, bad impressions on people. There's no need to fear us, though. Please accept our help.
In that case, do you know Tanrius? I represent Mistress Minerva of the Adherents. I need to find him.
I just saw him not too long ago. I needed him to take a look at the results of my research.
You sure that's all you needed?
What else could I? He's a very important individual. An academic of his caliber is exceptionally rare in Aphis. They've set off to explore further into the deeps. I don't know their precise whereabouts, though, I'm afraid.
Guess I have to go deeper.
Let's take a break. There's obviously much that we can discuss.
My underground.
What is it, child? What is it, child?
How is he?
I've just settled him down, but he's still unconscious and still mumbling stuff. That amulet I picked up? I think there must be starite here that can help old Whiteprow.
What kind of starite?
I don't know, but that's what I'm gonna find out. Voices. What do you want to ask? Thank you, all you scholars. So smart. Now, is it possible to teach me how to free someone from the voice's control?
Simply putting the amulet back on won't work.
Yeah, I kind of figured. But there must be some other way, right?
Even if I were to find a smith who could build some sort of starite device for restoring consciousness, it would need to undergo thorough testing. The process would take about 10 years, give or take.
That's way too long. I need something closer to now.
Ah, I see. You're impatient.
Aren't you experimenting on creatures in the mine? You must have some kind of magic or ritual or something, right?
It's true. We have been using the starite here to carry out various magical experiments. There are starites that can cause creatures to become more aggressive, change their outward appearance, help them regain some of their consciousness, and maybe, just maybe, resist the control of the voice. But I'm still studying it.
Sounds like exactly what I need. What type of starite is it?
There's no guarantee that it will work on humans. The results might even be dangerous.
Worth the risk.
Shay, are you sure?
If we don't try, we'll never know the result. Can't let a little thing like fear stop us.
Then I'll need one of you to help gather the starites and the other to help with the ritual.
I'll gather the starites.
Oh, Hilda, you really...
Stop. I don't want to hear it.
I'll cast a detection spell on your glimmer. It'll react when you're near the starite. I need 6 of them in total. This type of starite is called titanite. It normally just looks like a piece of dark-colored rock, but with my detection spell, it will shine bright. Good luck. Please return as quickly as you can once you've gathered enough of them. One last word of caution. Magic works in mysterious ways and is often unpredictable. Even I can't guarantee the outcome.
He can't spend the next 10 years like this. I have to try. Have you found all the titanite? Or maybe you just...
Forget I was here.
The scholars taught me how to use the starite in the glittering deeps to put old Whitebrow into a deep sleep. When he's better, I'll ask them if there's any way to remove the control of the voice.
I'm heading deeper into the mine to locate Tanrius and his wife.
Then I wish you the best of luck. I have to stay here and look after old Whitebrow. Sorry, I know you'll feel lonely without me.
Ha ha.
I have some good news, though. I found a lot of starites here. No idea what they do, though. Take a few with you. Who knows, they might come in handy. It may even feel as though I'm right there by your side. Not bad, huh?
No freebies, huh? Why do you need Stardust anyway?
Freebies? Are you trying to take advantage of me? I've got my own reasons for collecting Stardust, and I'm charging you to give you peace of mind.
You never cease to amaze me.
You should have a look of admiration when you say that, not disdain.
I'm done with the camp. I plan to take a break, then head east to check on the ancient steles. I remember that a few of the ruins were only half excavated. There may be a chance to find some new written records. What about you?
I'm going to the Deeps. Petrius has been away for a long time. The Deeps have become unapproachable due to Marble's blockade. Now that we're finally able to get back down, I want to find his research records. The power of the Titan, infinite energy.
Don't forget how many people sacrifice themselves to suppress the Titan. Don't get too excited and put yourself in danger.
I'm looking forward to what I may find. If I can unlock the mystery of the Titan, maybe we'll be able to fix the Nexus problem as well.
I'll return to the surface to meet Minerva after copying the records on the steles. Take care of yourself.
When will you come back?
I'm not sure. The Trinity Night will come in a year. I'll be back at least a month before then.
See you then. Good luck.
Best of luck to you, too.